CBC is the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation / Radio Canada, because we have two languages, French and English. So we have two different sites, and there are two different names for the same thing. We have a news website, so we have a news. We inform Canadians, there's video, streaming, we do a lot of different things. My role in the CBC, so English side of it, managing the website and infrastructure for it. We roughly have about 25 million pages per day. During peaks, it depends what kind of event you pick, right? So it could be, we can have an event is unpredicted in a schedule, like a news event. Then in a case you're gonna have, for sure, you're gonna have a news website, so the classic delivery object pages and so forth, as well as streaming. And news also as on-demand, of course, right, shortly after. And of course, it's radio. So we see all of them. So Varnish was introduced in 2013, and then it was for a specific project. The challenge we're trying to work with, or to solve at least, we added two new CMSs to publish our content, and they were fully dynamic. So we had a lot of static content before, and now we're moving into fully dynamic website, at least for the content delivery at the time. The issue is that to build content in a dynamic way, it takes a little bit of time. So a need for a cache was identified, and Varnish was chosen between, amongst others, because at the time, and still today, it's the leader in the market from that perspective. And so we implemented it, and we saw a huge uplift. There was many other advantages comes with it, but mainly it allows us to deliver content that takes a little bit more time to be built and delivered through Varnish cache at that point. Once it's cached, Varnish will take it from there, deliver in a very fast way. The content sometimes takes time, so we are a news website with a lot of information, and some people have even more information to put out there and to share with the public. So pages could be small, it could be also very complicated, many objects in there, and even the weight of it. So to generate a page sometimes it could take maybe 1 or 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds. In internet time is an eternity. So it's almost unacceptable, especially if you gotta deal with people. You're waiting for something, and it can take you down if the traffic is too high. So the benefit we got right away was, well, yes, it takes maybe 2 seconds to get a page, but once Varnish you get the one-time request in cache, then it's like it's probably like 1,000 times faster to deliver the content to the user, and it's super fast at that point. We had outages, as everybody else, and some minor, some critical. And the critical one, of course, it takes you offline. And well, the way to deal was we prepare for it. We had, in the specific case, Varnish sits in front of a bunch of servers, and we had a very, the idea is to cache everything into memory, into Varnish, and probably like 90% of the website, any given time, it's in memory. So when the region went offline, because of the storage issue, we were able to deal with the storage in a very more, in a relaxed way, if you will. As relaxed as it could be at the time, but you know, you don't have to worry about the website being offline. And that was quite of a nice thing to experience, to be honest with you, because it's something you don't experience often. So the website is there, the page is there, the news can see published content, nobody noticing anything. And you're dealing with the storage issue on the site, and you know, people don't even notice at all, unless you tell them there's an outage. They don't even know there's anything going on the website. Some people, you know, we have a ticketing system as well, so we see stuff come in. Fun part is, we got in a 6-hour outage, which will be critical for any business. We only got 1 ticket, and it was basically the person asking, says, why my content is not updating on the website? What is going on? Not question like, why the content is not on the site, why I cannot see it. No, why it's not updating. It was, you know, I understand the frustration of that specific person, but it's kind of refreshing to know that people are not complaining about something else that's critical, but something that, yeah, I can deal later with that, it's okay. Adding basically this cache layer in front of it immediately allowed us to remove, because once you build your region, you build it to take a specific load. And if you put a cache server in front of it, automatically you are going to reduce the number of servers within the backend. At least that's what we did anyway, because we didn't see the traffic anymore, so we're able to reduce the server count, which automatically translated into a reduction in cost. So the CapEx was reduced, and OpEx as well, because you don't have to maintain the many servers, you don't have to spend many hours of system time on it. So it was, in 5 years, you can see there's quite a bit of saving as well. So it was interesting to see that. It's very, very interesting and appreciated. I would say that the safe number could be that definitely 30% of our region was reduced. The support is different from anyone I experienced so far. I spoke with, I think, everybody in Varnish Plus support, from the president to developers. They even gave me like a dedicated developer to address a few issues I had at the beginning, because we had a lot of tuning to do at the beginning. I think it was incredible. We worked very closely, worked through every problem together, able to address anything. They really understood the business, they helped us through the process. And I think it's great. I mean, if I'm opening a ticket, I know for sure that they will answer to something, and they will give me the answer I'm looking for. They will help me to figure something out. Definitely the reduction of origin footprint, and system is more reliable, and it can help us during predicted or unpredicted outages.